Yup. What's good, everybody? What it is and what it ain't. If you don't like what I gotta say, join in the debate now. What is this? Episode 60 for Ray's podcast. Appreciate everybody that been following me this long. Appreciate everyone that's about to watch this video, who's in this live channel right now. Much love. Special things coming in the future, in the near future. So rock with your boy, because everything about to be right. Just got back. Take some time off for myself. You know what I'm saying? It's always good to do things for your mental. There's nothing ever wrong with that. But now it's time for me to get back into it. It's time for me to get back right. And I got some things I got to talk about. Let's do a quick recap, though. Quick recap. What up? Okay, so you've been following me for this long. You've been knowing that this year, my prediction, I had the Nets versus the Lakers. These for all the people who don't follow me on Instagram. Same thing with that Ranks podcast. I've talked about this and I had a post on there, but now I'm talking to you guys now because this is why I'm back. Had the Nets versus the Lakers in the NBA Finals. Obviously, the Lakers lost in the first round to the Phoenix Suns. So that was where I was wrong at this year. I was wrong on that. The Lakers lost in the first round. I also had the Hawks winning the series against the Knicks. The Hawks won that series. They beat the Knicks. I had Luka and the boys going to the Western Conference Finals to play the Lakers. Both teams lost in the first round. Utah was able to get over the hump. Everything else I was pretty much solid on. But I just want to let that be known right there to speak on when I'm right, I'm right. And when I'm wrong, I'll let you guys know that I'm wrong. The Nets lost to the Bucks, so they didn't make it to the NBA Finals. So that right there clears up right there. I got to get that out the way. I had the Lakers versus the Nets beginning of the season. Both teams did not make it to the championship, and I had the Lakers winning it all, and I was wrong right there. I had to get that out the way. But let's talk about some things, man. What's up, man? How y'all doing? What up? What it is and what it ain't. Make sure y'all share this video. Let everybody know. Comment. Let me know what you got to say. We about to jump into it. And for my listeners, rock with me right now because we about to jump into it. So the quick recap that we about to get on right now. Before I go into anything, I want to speak about one person, and that's Ja Morant. Ja Morant played great in his first playoffs. I didn't believe in Utah, and it still worked out that way. Utah lost in the second round. Oh, that's another thing that I was right about. I said that I didn't have the Utah Jazz going past the second round. They lost in the second round. But Ja Morant, wow, crazy. Ja Morant played great. Ja Morant is a star to come. For him to change the organization for Memphis and how he played in that series, it was pretty good. It wasn't enough for them to win, but got to big ups for Ja Morant. The young guys are taking over the NBA. Jason Tatum, Trae Young, Luka, Ja Morant, and De'Aaron Fox, whenever his team could figure it out. But the young guys are taking over right now. Shout out to Ja Morant and the way he played in his playoffs. And hopefully he'll possibly be back next year. I don't think so because the West is only going to get stronger. And rock with me right now because I'm going to give you guys an NBA leak that just came out today. NBA leak, and it has to deal with Ben Simmons. So rock with me, all right? Next thing I want to talk about, the Nets. The Brooklyn Nets break up the Celtics. Obviously, we knew that the Celtics weren't going to win that series unless you were a Boston Celtics fan. Jaylen Brown got injured, and the Nets defeated them, took them out 4-1. I thought it was going to be a sweep. It did not happen that way. The Nets were able to get one game out of there, and Kemba Walker is now traded to Oklahoma City. Now, that's going to be tough for Kemba Walker in his career. He's going to do good individually. He's going to get his stats and everything, but I don't know. I really don't know. I don't think Kemba Walker wants to stay there. He said, you taking Ja. Am I taking Ja over SGA? Am I taking Ja Morant over higher upscale? No. I'm taking Shy. I'm taking Shy over him, honestly. But I think it's going to be tough on SGA because he's in Oklahoma City, and I don't think they're ever going to make the playoffs nowhere near like anytime soon. So that's why people won't put him in the top five. Same thing with De'Aaron Fox. I got De'Aaron Fox over John Morant today, right now. But people are gonna go out there and say he never made the playoffs. John Morant performance. Da, 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 da. So it's really tough on that. But no, he's another young star talent. True, he said, "Damn, we agreed." Yeah, sometimes we can agree on things. Sometimes we can disagree on that. But so going back to what I initially was talking about, what's up, Austin? What's good though? Appreciate you joining the chat. The Nets break up the Celtics. You know what I'm saying? Very tough on Kemba Walker in his career. You just brought up Shai Gilgeous-Alexander just now, and that's really going to be tough on Kemba Walker and his situation. I think he will possibly want to get traded. Now, I saw some things that the Lakers might trade Kyle Kuzma for Kemba Walker because they need a point guard. So the Lakers also trying to get Kyle Lowry. I don't know on that, but the Nets did their thing, and I'm gonna go back on to the Nets. We're gonna talk about the Nets later on down the line, but the Nets broke up the Celtics. Now, next thing, the Knicks. Knicks lost to the Hawks. Julius Randle, what happened? Most improved player. You was dogging all year. Now, I saw a thing with Kendrick Perkins was saying that layoff, Knicks fan layoff Julius Randle. He did everything he could to get you guys there. What you guys thought that you guys were going to win a championship? No, they probably, some of them did and some of them didn't. But damn, Julius Randle, you did not perform. Now, I know it's your first playoff, but we're not giving anyone no excuses. Julius Randle did not perform, and the Hawks were a better team. Hawks were a better team, and they beat them. The Hawks are always going to win. But if Julius Randle would have played crazy, like how he did the whole, maybe it would have been, maybe it could have been different. So Julius Randle, very disappointed in your performance. In this first round, I was disappointed in how they played. But cut him. I guess I'm too cutthroat. People want to say cut him some slack. He's 20 something this year, 20. I'm not here for that. But if Julius Randle a great player? Yes, he is. Will he be a great player in the future? Yes, he is. And congratulations to what he did this season by winning most improved. Congratulations to him. But the Hawks took out the Knicks. And the Hawks are still in here right now. Shout out to my man Trae Young. Trae Young, if you've been following me for a long time, I've been saying I have Trae Young over CP3 this season. I feel like Trae Young was supposed to get all NBA team over CP3. That did not happen. Trae Young didn't even make no all NBA team, which is so disrespectful to Trae Young. But you see what he's doing now. He's doing his thing, and he's trying to get himself to the NBA Finals. So shout out to my man Trae Young. I'm gonna get to talking about my boy Trae real soon, though. The Sixers. This is all a recap right now because I've been away. I got to talk about everything. Sixers beat the Wizards, but then the Sixers lost to the Hawks. Now, earlier, if you guys was in here, I told you that I will possibly be giving you an NBA leak about Ben Simmons, and now I'm going to do it right now. First of all, Ben Simmons does not have his confidence there. And I was so disappointed in Ben Simmons. Honestly, personally, I was like, you know what, I'm done with him. I've been talking about Ben Simmons when he was with LSU. I remember his breakout game against Kentucky. Ben Simmons, his first NBA playoffs. I don't know if you guys remember, but I'll remind you, against the Celtics when he got that rebound. It was a crucial point in the game in his first playoff. He got that tough rebound, but then instead of him kicking the ball out or holding the ball to go to the free throw line, he decided to shoot a quick layup, and that's when Brad Stevens decided to draw up a play, and that's when Al Horford hit the game winner into beat the 76ers. That was like 2 years ago, Ben's playoff performance. Now, Ben Simmons got hurt last year. I was one that said I had the Sixers winning the championship. Not winning the championship. Whoa, let me stop that. Had the Sixers going to the finals against the Lakers last year. Ben Simmons got hurt, so that prediction got messed up right there. Ben Simmons and the Sixers was looking very good. They had a solid well team. He did not show up, and that's why they lost. And now I feel like this is where the main thing I'm going to talk about. Where should Ben Simmons go? Where should Ben Simmons go? Where should Ben Simmons go? Here we go. We about to talk about it. So, Ben Simmons, right? Ben Simmons should go to the Golden State Warriors. Yep, he should go to the Golden State Warriors. Um, this is something that I got from a man who is very smart and well known in the league and knows his stuff. And looks like they're possibly going to trade Andrew Wiggins and some first round picks for Ben Simmons. You know, if Klay Thompson can stay healthy, if Stephen Curry and the boys do their thing, they'll probably be one of the best teams in the West. And that's not coming from me. So I just want to throw that out there. I'm just being the messenger to everyone that follows me right now. So the Golden State Warriors are possibly going to try to trade Andrew Wiggins to the 76ers for Ben Simmons and some picks. We'll see what happens in the next couple of days to go. We'll see what happens with that. But where should Ben Simmons go? I think that's the best option to him. Some people are saying he should go to the Lakers. No, no. Even though he is cool with Bron and everything like that, no, he should not go to the Lakers. Dallas, Dallas Mavericks, who I rock with. Dallas freaking Mavericks. They lost to the Clippers. Luka did his thing. My boy Luka Bean did everything he could do. You know what I'm saying? Until Kevin Durant came out there and went crazy in Game 7. Now he has the most points in Game 7. But Luka did his thing for him to be that young. Who didn't step up for Dallas, right? Who didn't step up? Porzingis. Porzingis. I've been talking about you all year, Porzingis. The main thing with Porzingis was his health. Can he stay healthy? That's what it always been the main thing. Can Porzingis healthy? You know what I'm saying? Can he stay healthy? That's what it always been. Finally, this year, Porzingis, you were healthy. Finally, you were healthy. But guess what? You did not perform. You did not perform. You are the second best player on their team. They need you to be scoring 20 to 25 points. Really 25 points because, Porzingis, that's what type of guy you were showing that you can be when you were playing in New York, and you got a guy like Luka who passes the ball and stuff like that. You didn't play up to the all-star potential that everyone thought you could be, and you hurt Dallas this year. You did. If Porzingis would have did better, I think he had 13 points, 8 points, one game. They don't need that from him. They don't need that from Porzingis. Porzingis needed to play better. He didn't step up, and he is the one to blame. Tim Hardaway Jr., way to shoot the ball. But that's not taking anything away from the Clippers. The Clippers did their thing. Paul George is staying consistent in that first round. He averaged a nice smooth dub. Kawhi Leonard did his thing. So, the Clippers did their thing too. But if I feel like Porzingis would have helped out with the 25 points when Luka got his 40 and Tim Hardaway Jr. got his 20, they possibly would have won that series. They possibly wouldn't have won that series. Doing a quick recap. Denver took out Portland. Joker, the MVP, the man who deserved it. If anybody else saying he did not deserve MVP, you're crazy. He played every single game this year. Every single game, and he's a big man. And his team, he's a big man, first of all. They played 72 games this season. And they went to the bubble and went to the Western Conference Finals and lost, in 6? Porzingis played every single game. Not Porzingis. I'm still on Porzingis. It pissed me off with Dallas. It pissed me the hell off. But Joker played every single game, was consistent, did not miss any games. Jamal Murray went down. People thought that he wasn't going to hold it down. He wasn't going to do what he had to do. Still did it. He earned it. MVP. Dame. Portland. CJ. This is tough. Will Portland be broken up now? I see things that Carmelo Anthony possibly could go play with the Lakers. Or he can go to a different team. I've been saying this for the longest, though. If Melo want to get his ring or possibly get over the hump, he got to go play with Bron. I've been saying that for the longest. But where would Dame go? That's the thing. Where would Damian Lillard go? This is tough here. I see now that the Boston Celtics got rid of Kemba Walker, and now they can make some moves to try to go get Damian Lillard to match him up with Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. That can possibly work. That can possibly be a good thing. I saw things that Damian Lillard will possibly want to go to the Lakers and be close to home. I really don't know what's the best fit for Damian Lillard. I like off the top, I really don't know. And I think he's gonna start the season with Portland, maybe. I think he's gonna. I ain't gonna say maybe. I think he's gonna start the season with them. And their best bet is to trade him. Honestly, their best bet is to trade him. But where will Dame go? His post on Instagram. It was confusing everyone. We did not know what he's gonna do. Is he gonna stay? Is he gonna leave? He said, "Would you play Ben Simmons at the five of that trade go down?" Sorry, Austin. I just finally that message coming through on my end. Yes, I would definitely put Ben Simmons at the five, and I put Draymond Green at the four, and then you roll out just like that. You roll out just like that. Definitely. Ben Simmons should be playing a 4 to 5 anyway. You do that. You got the greatest shooters around him. Greatest shooters around him. Even if he doesn't decide to shoot the ball, you can have him in the post, let him rock out, and double team. They don't double team. You know what I'm saying? Do his thing. So, yes, to answer your question, yes, I will put Ben Simmons at the five. But where will Damian Lillard go? If he wants to win a championship, if he wants to win a championship, I'll say go to Philly. But I saw reports that was saying that Ben Simmons, the 76ers, want Ben Simmons to be their key piece for their franchise in the future to come. So does that mean that they're going to trade Joel Embiid? Does that mean that? I don't know. General managers say things one day, then they switch up the next day. Damian Lillard wants to win a championship. I feel like the Portland Trailblazers should make the trade for him, trade him there, and I think the 76ers should trade Ben Simmons and work out for both parties. You would trade Ben Simmons, you trade Matisse Thybulle, and you're going to have to give up this piece. You trade Tyrese Maxey. You're going to have to do it. I would make that trade. It will work out for both sides. It will work out for both sides. If that trade go down, you trade Dame over there with Joel Embiid and the boys. He'll be happy. He got his whole team now. You know what I'm saying? Portland finally get a young point guard in Maxey. And then they got Ben Simmons. They'll still be able to keep CJ McCollum. I think that should be the best option for Damian Lillard. If Damian Lillard goes to Boston, I don't think Boston is going to win a championship next year. I don't think that's going to happen. I don't. Can you get to the Eastern Conference Finals? Can you get to the second round? Yeah. But if you go to Boston, I don't think you guys are going to win a championship. I don't. Shout out to Boston. They got Moses Brown. If y'all don't know who Moses Brown is, I better learn a name right now. He's going to be probably one of the youngest upcoming star big men. He finally will get that role with Boston. They're possibly going to be playing behind Robert Williams, but he is a walking double-double. He also had, 20-something rebounds this year with OKC. They limit his minutes a lot like that, but Moses Brown, that's a pretty good pickup for the Celtics. Let's see. Now, we're going to move down. We're moving down now. Bucks. Bucks take out the Nets in 7 games. 7 games. After this, I'm going to talk about the Lakers losing to the Suns. I just remember right now. He said if Boston trades Dame, they have to give up Jaylen Brown. Does that make them top in the East? No. That would not make them top in the East. And I think Boston will figure out a way to keep Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum and trade all of their assets to Portland. It's basically going to go down out like this. If Dame is upset and he's not comfortable being there, you better trade him for something or you won't get nothing. The same thing that happened with the Miami Heat situation with Victor Oladipo, and the same thing with James Harden this past season. You're going to hold on to him for so long, but if you hold on to him and he's pissed off, he's just going to leave and be a free agent. So Boston got the pieces. Boston got the future picks and things like that, and they could possibly throw somebody in there to probably make Portland happy and just be a whole rebuilding stage because they told CJ they're not trading him, or Philadelphia make that move. Matisse Thybulle, Ben Simmons, Tyrese Maxey, and 2 first-round picks, and Portland will not say no. They will not say no. Guarantee you Portland will not say no to that. They will not say no to that. But Bucks take out the Nets in 7. It was a great series. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna be real here. That's what I am on my podcast. I'm real. You know what I'm saying? If Kyrie was healthy and James Harden was healthy, I think the Nets would have won that series. Did Kevin Durant do everything that he can do? Yes, he did. Did Joe Harris play terrible? Yes, he did. He looked like Joe Harris when he was with my Cavs. I was so happy for Joe Harris this year. Played terrible. Did not hit his shots. Got to hit your damn shots, Money Joe. Come on now. Can't even call you Money Joe no more. You played terrible. But if they were healthy, would they would have won? Hell yeah. The Nets would have won. They would have. But Kevin Durant, he scored a lot. He did his thing. He did everything that he could do. But my thing with KD is, and I know Kevin Durant don't give a shit what I have to say. I know he don't, because he's still a great player. You know what I'm saying? Top 2 in the league. You know what I'm saying? But I've never seen that moment from Kevin Durant, and I felt like this was his chance to show us that moment. Even when your other 2 All-Stars is down, you could win the series. Now that 49, 17 and 10, that was probably one of the best performances I've ever seen. And I've seen a lot of performances. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to rank it 1, 2, 3, or 4, or 5, but I'll have it in my top 7. I'll just throw that out there. That was probably one of the greatest performances I've seen. To go nuts, to go crazy, get that many rebounds. I think that was probably his most rebounds he ever had in his career. That was great, but he did not show us that it doesn't matter if my team is hurt. I'm still going to win this series. Now, I didn't say he had to win the championship, but he did what he could do with the Nets be back next year. Hell yeah. But give you another little under the scoop. You know what I'm saying? I think Nets, Durant, I ain't going to say Kevin Durant. I think the Nets are probably going to trade Kyrie. Or let me rephrase myself. My bad. I wouldn't be surprised if the Brooklyn Nets trade Kyrie. Let me say it that way. I'll just say that and leave that with y'all right there. Let that slide and let that go right there. All right. Let's move on now. Lakers. Los Angeles Lakers. Lakers lose in the first round. Let's talk about it. Like I said, I'm going to be real here. If Anthony Davis was healthy, I think they would have won. Can we say that? Can't say it. They lost. Devin Booker is looking like a star. He's looking like the man. CP3, he was going through with those injuries. He finally got healthy in the series. He did his thing. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to speak on it. When CP3 was hurt, Lakers fan, I was in LA, so I'm going to tell you something. So I'm in LA, you know what I'm saying? I'm around like real diehard Lakers fans. You know what I'm saying? When CP3 went down, they ain't give a damn that CP3 went down. They would say, don't matter. Bron and them won't do it. Then when AD went down, they was like, AD's hurt. And I talked to them. I said, you got to have that same energy. Like, you got to have that same energy. It's really karma in a way. Like, you didn't care when CP3 was out. You was all smiling. You was all happy. Brown was doing his thing. Brown was styling on Jay Crowder, you know what I'm saying, doing up and under, which was smooth and it was crazy. But CP3 and Jay Crowder had the last laugh. LeBron did not like that. LeBron was pissed off with Jay Crowder about that. But it's like, you started it. So now, since you've been an asshole, I'm going to be an asshole back. But I'm going to be an asshole and I'm going to get the last laugh. And I love it. My thing I always said, if you're going to talk shit or if you're going to, be a clown or anything like that, you better back it up. Because if you don't, you cannot be mad when the other person do it back to you. You cannot. You cannot do that. You can't act that way. You're the one that's started. If you're gonna start it, you better finish it. Brown started it. Jay Crowder finished it with the dancing, and Brown didn't like that. But I can't wait to see what's gonna happen next year, though. I cannot wait to see what's gonna happen next year. That's gonna be amazing when the Lakers play the Suns again. Finally, hopefully, I'm begging we get them in the playoffs next year. Both teams, I want both teams to be healthy, though. Both teams to be healthy. All right, Suns versus. Oh, my bad. The Suns handled the Nuggets. Suns was in four. Suns took them boys out of. They got them boys up out of there. They swept them. Michael Porter Jr. was injured, dealing with an injury. It's very tough on his end. Um, I didn't even really expect the Nuggets to get past the second round, honestly. I'm glad that Joker did win the first round, to prove to people that he is the Denver Nuggets and not Jamal Murray. I had a lot of people that was telling me that over the years that the only reason why the Nuggets are good is because of Jamal Murray. No, the Nikola Jokic is the guy. He's the reason why things go, and he was able to show us and win one series without Jamal Murray. If tables would turn, I guarantee you Damian Lillard and the boys would have beat him if Jamal Murray was there without Joker. But Suns versus Clippers. Suns are up 2-0 right now. This is very tough because Paul George is trying to do everything he can do. How you doing? Chris Paul was not here for the first two games due to him getting COVID. Yeah, I don't like that either. But he had it, I guess. But yeah, first two games Chris Paul missed, and Devin Booker and the boys were able to get the job done. DeAndre Ayton with the game winner. Cam Payne, shout out to him. Never give up on your dreams. That's a prime example right there from him, holding him down, doing what he had to do. I think I'm gonna put it like this. We in LA tonight, right? Paul George, you missed those two free throws. You had the chance to change the narrative. You had to. People was rocking with you because you beat Utah. But I'm gonna be honest though, PG, it's Utah. It's Utah. I don't even believe in Utah. I like Donovan Mitchell though. Oh, and speaking of Donovan Mitchell, Stephen A. Smith. Oh my God, and I wasn't even gonna talk about it. I forgot all about this. You better not ever come out your mouth and say Donovan Mitchell is the best player in Utah Jazz history. Don't you ever disrespect Karl Malone or John Stockton. Now, if you would have said that he can be the best player in Utah Jazz history, I'm with that. Years to come, got a lot to prove. Young star, averaged 26 points, averaging 28 before the injury. Fine with that. But you got all hype over that, when he was snapping, you know what I'm saying? You got all hype. What do you say? What Chris say? You got all hype. Yeah, Utah ass. You stupid. He got all hype about Donovan Mitchell going crazy, and he came out his mouth and said that Donovan Mitchell is the best player in Utah Jazz, like the best player in the organization ever. Bro, you're bugging. You're bugging. You're wilding. Like, and what happened? It bit yourself. Your comments, it bit yourself in the ass, and you ain't even speak on it no more. And I did tag Stephen A. in that. Not saying that he has to reply back to me, but at least if you're gonna talk like that, at least come up on camera and say like, "Oh, I was wrong," or "I was bugging out," or "I was wilding," or "I was living in the moment." No, you ain't speak on that no more. You still believe in that. You're bugging out. Donovan Mitchell is great. Donovan Mitchell is a dog. But don't you ever come out your mouth and say Donovan Mitchell is the best player right now when he ain't even really do anything. And I'm tired of the D-Wade 2.0 stuff too. I'm tired of that too. Like, I know my man Jabril was saying I can't be mad because people are always going to compare people, they're going to compare this and compare that. But hell no. Don't put don't put D-Wade nothing. Don't put none of that. Don't put D-Wade anything into Donovan Mitchell game. First of all, Dwayne Wade is not even a great shooter like Donovan Mitchell. You know what I'm saying? Of course, he goes to the basket and he up and unders and he go to the pick and roll. I can name a lot of people that do that. What I'm going to say, a lot of people in the game of basketball, they're all Dwayne Wade. No, you're not doing that. You're not even calling Monte Ellis Dwayne Wade. I ain't even going to get in that too. Monte Ellis could do all that too. I ain't even gonna name all the people that do the same thing, like I guess D Wade or Donovan Mitchell. Donovan Mitchell is Donovan Mitchell. Let him be himself. And Luka is Luka. I'm tired of people saying Luka is LeBron too. Like we gotta stop this nonsense, bro. We gotta stop it. You can't be comparing these people to the greats. You know what I'm saying? You say talk to him until D Mitch averaged 34 in the NBA Finals. I don't want to hear no Wade comparison. Yes, like Dwayne Wade won a championship. You know what I'm saying? With him winning Finals MVP in his third season in the NBA. You know what I'm saying? His third season. Do something first, then start talking about that. I made a bet with somebody. Shout out to my man Rick. I made a bet with my man Rick. He said he had Utah. He was all over the Utah train. Utah Jazz going to the NBA Finals. Donovan Mitchell, if he wins this championship, he's better than Dwayne Wade. I don't really count Dwayne Wade championships with LeBron because he played with LeBron. But if he wins in Utah, he'll be better. Man, Utah ain't doing nothing. Nothing. Nathan. Since I've been alive, Utah been trash. Congratulations to them, though. And congratulations to Jordan Clarkson. I ain't coming at them, but they're a better team. And I'm a Cavs fan. A lot of people used to tell me my Cleveland Cavaliers was trash and they were ass too. But I had one of the top players ever play the game. You feel me? So hey, and they ended up winning the championship. So it is what it is. So I feel it. And Marcus Morris is out tonight. He's hurt. Terrence Mann is in. Speaking of Terrence Mann, shout out to him, man. He played like he was the I ain't even gonna say that. Shout out to Terrence Mann. We've seen a lot of great players showing up right now in the playoffs, making a name for themselves. And they came back against Utah when they were down 25, and Terrence Mann started off the game going bananas. And I want to speak on Rudy Gobert because Ty Lue was going at Rudy Gobert. Now I understand the scouting report. You have to follow the scouting report sometimes. I feel that. I understand that at times. I know, you have to listen to your coach and everything like that and do what your coach tell you. But damn, if Terrence Mann already hit 3 threes or he already have 20 points, why in the hell do you keep letting this man shoot wide open threes? Why you keep doing that? Ty Lue and the boys, all they kept doing, running the same thing. Ray Jackson get to the basket, and Rudy Gobert, we're going to kick it out to Terrence Mann, and Terrence Mann was on fire. On fire. They went at the Defensive Player of the Year. They went at him. And he did not play like he was the Defensive Player of the Year. Did not play like that. Very disappointed in Utah for blowing that 25-point lead. That's not good. But the Suns versus the Clippers tonight, Paul George, it's all on you. You guys were down 2-0 two times this year. You don't win tonight, it's really going to be Suns in 4. It really sucks that Kawhi Leonard is hurt. We don't get a chance to see Kawhi Leonard play in the Western Conference Finals. Shout out to Paul George for getting them, Paul George and company. It wasn't only him. Shout out to him doing this thing and getting his team to the Western Conference Finals the first time in the history of their organization. But Kawhi's not here, so it's going to be really tough on them. And if they don't win tonight, Paul George has to score 35 points. He has to play bananas tonight. He has to come up clutch. Reggie Jackson has to score 20 points. Today is Luke Kennard's birthday, so now Luke Kennard is going to get a lot more playing time. He just turned 25 today. Luke Kennard is going to have to come out here and hit 10 points to go crazy. Y'all don't win tonight. It's really going to be Suns in 4. Moving on to the other side. Bucks versus the Hawks. Everyone knows that I like Trae Young. Trae Young is my guy. I rocks with Trae Young. You know what I'm saying? But you know where I stand with Giannis. Y'all made the moves in the offseason. You got Drew Holiday. Drew Holiday played amazing yesterday, but they still lost. They lost. The Atlanta Hawks are playing with house money. We did not expect them to get this far. We didn't. We did not expect them to get this far. So if Atlanta loses this series, no one's going to be talking down on them or talking shit about them. But if Giannis and the Bucks lose to the Hawks, we're going to be coming at you. You cannot lose to the Atlanta Hawks. You have to get to the finals because really this is your only chance. You took out Kevin Durant. You took out James Harden and Kyrie. You took out. You didn't. No. You took out them. You didn't have to face Philly. You got the Hawks now. You have no choice. You gotta win. And I got the Bucks winning the series though. I got the Bucks beating the Atlanta Hawks. But great job for Nate McMillan. You know, hell of a coach. Indiana Pacers should have never got rid of him. You know, look where he at now in the Eastern Conference Finals, up 1-0. Shout out to Trae Young, playing great. You know, the Hawks are doing the damn thing. Shout out to my man Trae Young, man. They're doing their thing. But who will win it all? When when the Lakers lost, I'm gonna just say that when the Lakers, because I gotta do the first thing. When the Lakers lost to the Suns, I said, "Oh hell, Suns going to the championship." And really, when I said that, I was like, "Suns gotta win it all for real." That's really what I said. I was like, "Oh, you took out the Lakers, the team who I thought was gonna win the championship. Now you gotta go to the championship, and now you have to win the championship because you took out the best. To me, you took out the best. I think it's gonna be Suns and the Bucks. That's probably what it's gonna be, Suns and the Bucks." And it's going to be a crazy narrative because it's like, does Giannis finally get his ring and finally prove that he's one of the best, or does CP3 finally get his championship? And as of right now, with no injuries, it's got to be the Suns. Look like the Suns are going to win, and they're going to play the Bucks. And I'm sticking with that. But that's all for tonight, everyone. I appreciate everyone watching this video. I appreciate everyone sharing. You know what I'm saying? Like and subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend. You know, I'm back. I am back. I'm about to get home right now because I need to watch this Suns versus Clippers game. Paul George, you got to get 30. Reggie Jackson, you got to get 20. Luke Kennard, you got to show up. It's your birthday. Go crazy tonight. What it is and what it ain't. If you don't like what I got to say, join the debate.